Hello again, it's Noob, and may I say Happy New Year. I hope your 2024 brings you much prosperity and joy. So yes, Happy New Year, Happy 2024. And to bring us in to, I think, my first review of 2024, we have the Sparrows Lockpicks The Escort. So it's Sparrows Lockpicks The Escort Folding Lockpick Set. Which I think, as you can see, has quite a nice form factor in that matte black with the red Sparrows logo. For full disclosure, this was sent to me by Sparrows Lockpicks for the purposes of this review. I get to keep it. It's not a paid review, however. All thoughts are my own. I have worked with Sparrows in the past to come up with some concepts and designs and things, and I hope to continue to do so in the future. So yeah, that's all the disclosures out of the way. Let's have a look at the Escort. So first up, I do think that the looks of this are quite striking in the black with the silver sort of hex screws in there, the red logoing which has been, well, it's been painted on, but you know, obviously been cut out and then painted in. It just looks really nice. It's quite weighty as well. It's hard to describe because, you know, well, how can I describe how heavy it is? But it is quite weighty, this one. It's not like a super light construction because it's all metal. You can really feel that it's you know, all metal in here. The coating on here is I just run my nail across it like that, but you can just rub that off. So it seems to be very durable, taking more out of my nail than my nail's taking out of it. So and there are no chips or discolorations on here whatsoever. Anyway, that's enough about the sort of looks. What does it actually do? Well, the first interesting feature is you'll see that there is a little turning tool in there, and it won't come out. In fact, none of the picks will come out either, even if I hit it really hard. What you have to do is release this locking mechanism. You see this kind of locking mechanism in knives, folding knives sometimes, and you'll see that as that comes down, it releases a turning tool. In fact, there's a little cutout here, and you can see how that turning tool will fit into a groove. It runs all the way down like that, and you'll see how it goes into the locking / release mechanism. Very innovative. I've never seen anything quite like that before. Anyway, yeah, so as you can see, none of these picks are coming out until you press this down, and then you can release the picks, and you'll see that we have 6 different profiles in here. So we have what looks like a low HD or something like that, a half diamond, a short hook city rake, a worm rake, and a triple peak rake. So that's 6 pretty common profiles. I think this one has a special name. I'm going to call it the low HD for now. Please correct me in the comments. So those are your 6 lock pick profiles. We have 3 picks essentially and 3 rakes. In case you're interested, the pick itself does come in a little presentation box like this with a sort of a foam insert. It's quite nice. So that's how you would expect the folding pick to come. So operating this folding pick is just like pretty much every other folding pick. You would release the picks themselves, find the one you want. Let's try this short hook here. Put the rest back and then fold this out. Now, just listen to this. Here you go, ready? That snap is this locking in place, and my goodness, does it hold it really firmly in place. I mean, I'm sort of almost bending the pick sideways, just trying to push it out. So yeah, I mean that's holding in really strongly. Of course, you're going to be picking this way, but there's hardly any flex. That is the movement. Can you see? Hold on. There's a little bit there, but that's it. To change it out, you just push down again, grab something. I don't know, let's go for our triple peak rake now. And again, you don't have to make it snap. You can be a bit more gentle with it, like that, and just release it. And that's locked in as well. So yeah, I mean, this is very well machined, I have to say. It's holding very, very tightly. Let's give it bit of a go. Let's pick some locks with this. I don't know if I'm going to use every profile, but we'll pick a handful of locks with this and see where we get to. I think we'll start with the triple peak. I have a little federal lock padlock here. Got my turning tool in. Let's see if I can give that a rake. Well, we're in very quickly with that one. Let's try this little worm rake out on this batten shutter lock. Just very light tension on this, and let's see if we can get this one. This does rake. Oh yeah, we got it. Just need to move that tension tool over. We have the open. Next up I have a little Yale padlock with a very, very tight keyway. So I'm going to go with this sort of low HD and see if we can navigate this lock as well. So straight down, let's have a feel around. Just hit something to a bit of a false set. That's pin 3 here. Oh, just hit 1. Now all the way to the top, I think. There we go. Oh, and we have an open. That was very quick. I think that this was raking some of those pins, but it opens an open. I have a lovely little IFAM Lotto lock here and a short hook. So let's give this a go. Normally I'll pick this top of the keyway, but if we can, I'll pick this bottom of the keyway instead. That's tensioning, that is. So let's go in, 5, pin 1 now, little click, 2 I can feel. Let's go back through, 3 there. Oh, into a bit of a false set, just by releasing some of that tension. Going back through, seeing which of these pins needs to be picked. I think it's 3, and yes, we got the open. So this is a very small half diamond, so I've got a nice ABUS lock here with a very small keyway. The turning tool does take up quite a lot of that keyway, so I'm going to have to be a little bit cautious about how we go about picking this. So navigate round that turning tool and this warding, which has got a bit of counter rotation on this as well, lots of spools. I feel that we're getting somewhere, just need to get on top of these pins nicely. Pin 5 at the back is resisting, but I can force pass it using the tip of the half diamond. And is that pin 1? Yeah, 2. Pin 3 now, giving that counter rotation. Just going to be very gentle with this. There, and we've got the open. Do you know what? I've just done 5 picks, haven't I? So I might as well do the 6th, even if it is a little Master Lock 3, just to say that we have done all of the profiles. So give this a little rake, and we are open. Very, very, very easy. Little Master Lock 3 there, but yeah, city rakes, sometimes they just work. So, time for some conclusions. What do I think to the Escort from Sparrows Lockpicks? Well, let's do some things I like, things that I don't like so much, and things that I would like to maybe change or improve. So things I like. I really like the look of this. I just like the colours and the shape. Even the weight of this, it feels kind of reassuringly chunky. You know, it's quite nice. The finishing on the picks, as you can see, is really nice. Tumbled really smoothly, no sharp edges, usable straight out of the box with no need to sand them any further whatsoever. So yeah, all the profiles are very nice, very usable as well. Another thing I like is how positive that snap is. You don't have to do that sound, but that lock is really tight. I also really like this little innovation they've got there in terms of how the tension tool itself fits in. You can see as that comes down, it exposes a little gap. You can put the handle down there, and then it stops it from sliding out by moving all the way to the top and locking the turning tool in between, well, here and that little bit there. I don't know how else to describe it. Nice and innovative. It's not going anywhere. Everything's all locked in. So I like how the tolerances in this are really tight. You know, it feels good. It feels reassuring that nothing's going to flop out. Everything locks into place. So yeah, things I like about it: really nice precision, good weight, nicely finished picks. innovative turning tool positioning. Looks great. Yeah, lots to like about this. Things which I'm not so keen on. Well, there's nothing necessarily like bad or wrong about a folding pick like this. The thing is that all folding picks are a backup set and emergency set, an EDC if it's legal for you to carry one. They're a bit of fun. They're just a pick set that you'd have alongside other kit and picks and carry with you if and when you're allowed to do so. So a lot of my sort of considerations on this are not just about this kind of pick itself, but folding picks in general, in that you are limited currently to just 6 profiles. And whilst these are all very usable, you'll notice that these 3 hooks don't offer a huge difference in terms of range of reach. Probably this has the most amount of reach from the top of the shank to the tip, allowing you to pick locks with more extreme bittings. But it would have been really nice to maybe have taken out one of these hooks and put in a medium hook, or maybe just stuck to something like a couple of rakes and then a half diamond, a short, a medium and a deep hook. It's possible, and I don't know, that Sparrows in the future will bring out stuff which you can add to this. It looks like you can take this apart and add more stuff to it. So it's not really a negative per se. All of this absolutely works. But as a lock picker, I probably would have at least liked one deeper hook amongst this. And I do hope Sparrows do bring out an expansion pack or something to allow me to sort of choose more. Another thing is, and this isn't necessarily, like I said, related to this particular pick, but you only get one turning tool. There are other folding picks out there, of course, which have 2 or more folding tools in there, and there isn't any more space in here, as you can see, to put another turning tool. The only other thing I just wanted to mention about it is there isn't any like key chain loop or link on here. There are 2 little sort of, I don't know what to call these, little bolts, I guess, and they do go through, it looks like, to the other side. I don't know whether that will be or can be a point to affix something like a keychain loop or something like that to it. I don't know, but as it stands, you'd have to just slide this into a pocket or a wallet or a tool pouch, belt, or whatever. You couldn't just like sling it on your keys, although of course, you know, that would eventually scratch off this lovely black surface, so maybe you wouldn't want to do that. I don't know, but it's certainly a consideration. So yeah, overall I really like this. I like the look, I like the finish, I like how everything works, I like the precision on this. It's really, really nice. It would have been nicer, like I said, to have had either a deeper hook or 2 in there, or the option to have that in particular, I would say. But as an overall package, I mean, it is pretty nice looking, isn't it? So what will this set you back? Of course, all prices are at a point of me recording this video. Prices will change over time. Exchange rates will change over time. You all know that, but it's worth mentioning. So what is this Escort worth? Well, on the Sparrows website, it's the American USA website, it's $95 US, which is around 120 Canadian. And if you were to buy from the Canadian site, that would equal around £71.35 UK pounds, which is around 82 euros and 30 cents. But again, like I said, prices will change over time, so that's just indicative. I will leave a link below to this if you're interested, and I'll be very interested to know your thoughts and comments on the Escort folding pick set. Below, I do read them all and reply to as many as I can. If you like this video, leave a like. If you haven't subscribed and want to see more content like this, now's a great time to subscribe, and of course I will see you all next time.